Hey guys, Mo Muller here. I run an agency called nichewebsitemanagement.com where we help clients with starter sites all the way up to those worth over $1 million in valuation. And in these free videos, I'm going to help you build, scale, and grow your websites. So let's get into this video. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about age domains, and I'm going to give you the instructions and details of a case study that I'm going to be creating pretty much now on how I'm going to buy an age domain, create a fantastic topically relevant silo, and use AI content to rank it. And hopefully you can share this journey with me and see how I grow this website and gain some inspiration and hopefully a growth strategy to do exactly the same. So let's get into this video now. Okay, so this is the age domain silos and AI content presentation. It's super short, so feel free to kind of go through it with me. I'm going to explain exactly what I'm going to do in this case study, so you get to understand exactly the process. So first of all, what is an age domain, right? So age domains are domains that we've used as websites previously and have accumulated backlinks pointing to them, which makes them more valuable than a fresh domain. An age domain is usually bought at an auction site before they expire, and they currently are indexed on Google already, and that's super important because if they are already indexed in Google, it means that you have some track record and some data, and once you start building on it, it's gonna skip the sandbox period and just kind of hopefully shoot up in the right direction and gain traction. Now there are marketplaces that you can pick up age domains from. I generally use Odys Global as my kind of main place to buy age domains because they're vetted, it's super safe there as well, and they're reliable. But there are other places that you can pick up age domains as well. So for example, GoDaddy Auctions, or there's places like expireddomains.net. But I recommend Odys Global, and I'll kind of leave a link in the bottom of the video for you to check out why. So then the benefits of using an age domain. So an age domain with powerful links and index pages will often provide a head start over a fresh domain, as I mentioned before. And also it means, like I mentioned, that there's no Google sandbox period. Now, usually that's at least 6 months. Sometimes it can be a tad shorter. Sometimes it can be a lot longer, which is annoying. But usually 6 months is where you're heading for a fresh domain and starting to see some actual traffic and some data on the domain. Now, age domains have high quality links from niche relevant websites or high authoritative publishers. Okay, so usually from places where you may not be able to purchase a link. So think of places like Medium or like the Wirecutter. So places that you can't really go out and do guest posts to actually obtain those links. Now this means you're usually saving thousands of dollars and time if you pick up an age domain with a really powerful link profile and then build a website on top of it. So those are the two kind of main benefits that why I'd recommend picking up an age domain. Now, what is a content silo? So as part of this process, I'm going to pick up an age domain and I'm going to create a content silo and create essential pages and posts, but in a specific way. So a content silo is if you want people to find your website easily on Google and be able to navigate through it without any difficulty, then you should usually organize your content around a specific topic using silos, okay? Hence the kind of term topical silos. A silo is the best way to organize content on a topic and help search engines and users navigate the website very easily. So just in a diagram, so you can see it, think of this, the homepage as your homepage obviously, and then silos are usually your category pages. If you go through the arrow list, you'll have all the silos in all the posts in silo 1 all linking to each other and back up to the silo page or the category page. And then again, same with silo 2, all of the posts are linking internally to each other, and then you can also link back up to the silo or maybe commercial page or pillar post. So the bulk of this is a silo is one group of content all interlinking correctly and successfully together, and we're gonna gain more topical relevancy and more topical authority by having all those links and all those kind of internal link, the juice of those links essentially going into each other, so Google can see just on the outset as they call the website, this particular topic is all interlinked. That's all essentially we're trying to show Google. Now, why do content silos work so well? So usually, because of the process and the structure, they are faster, much faster to index. If you're updating new pages or adding old pages or posts, the parent pages will often have a lot of authority too. Your website will generally benefit from better user experience and behavior flow because obviously all the interlinks are correct in terms of the structure of that particular silo. So people that are interested in that silo can go to something else that's very, very relevant too. And your website becomes more relevant to the topic and thereby ranks higher. Now, this usually works really well for competitive niches as well. And if you really build out a topical silo with hundreds and hundreds of pages, so you can usually outrank competitors that are more established than you, have lots more history, have lots more backlinks if you're topically relevant. So that's why we're going to use it for our case study too. Now, AI content, it's a hot topic right now. I'm not going to go into all the specifics of what I think about AI content. We'll leave that for another video. But whether you love it or you hate it, it's kind of happening. It's a part of our ecosystem as blog writers, niche website owners, etc. And I think we're going to be using ChatGPT. If you don't know what ChatGPT is yet, I'll shoot a link in the video with exactly what ChatGPT is. But it's an artificial intelligence powered chatbot, and essentially it gives you lots of prompts and information based on AI technology, based on AI languages, and the way that it learns. So you can put input in, and it will give you input and data out. And we're going to use that to create articles in this particular example. So we may also use Jasper AI, which again is very similar. It's usually a bit more dedicated towards blog writing, but I kind of want to use ChatGPT in this particular example because I want to test it. So we are broadly going to use the content structures of our competitors. That's how we're going to come up with the content guidelines for this particular test, this case study. And also I'm going to edit it after it's completed. And we've got all the data back from ChatGPT. I'm going to give it to a VA just to give it a human element and a human touch. So this is what the case study is going to look like. So I'm going to buy an age domain. It's going to be at least 3 years old. It's going to be indexed, and it's going to be topically relevant to the silo that I'm trying to create. Then I'm going to do some keyword research for low competition and low search volume keywords. So I'm not going for high competition or media competition. I'm literally going for those that have like 0, 10, maybe 20 searches on Ahrefs or similar keyword tool. And I'm looking for the low hanging fruit essentially. It is AI content. I'm testing it. I want to see if it works. And I kind of want to gain traction, and then we can kind of rank up. So I'm going to be using ChatGPT for at least 80% of the heavy lifting of all of the content and all of the data that I'm going to input. And then I'm going to use a VA to probably adjust like 20%, proofread it, format it, make sure that some of it makes language sense and linguistic sense, etc. And then the results. So I think for me, it is a test, but I'm also really super confident that it's going to work because I understand how ChatGPT works. I also understand how content ranks on Google. And if I can find a topically relevant silo that's very low competition, then hopefully it should rank in a short time because we have an age domain. So for me, I'm kind of looking to create and rank and also earn revenue from this site. And I want to earn around $1,000 in around 6 months or less. As we're scaling the case study, I'm going to give you all the data inputs, all the costs, etc., and then obviously the exit when I sell, and then see if it's worth it. And please follow along the journey. Maybe there's going to be lots of mistakes. Maybe Google's going to penalize a site because it's AI generated. Maybe it's going to go fantastically well. We're going to find out, and hopefully you can learn from my experience, learn from my journey. Maybe not have to invest so much of your own cash. You can learn from mine. And yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So feel free to stick around for the journey. I'm gonna continue the case study videos in the next few months, month on month, and I will see you soon. Feel free to like, share, and comment below the videos. Take care.